everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a different kind of video today. I am doing a first impressions of the Maybelline Dream Wonder Foundation. I have seen this all over the drugstores lately. I actually picked this up quite a few weeks ago, but I am just now getting to review it because as you can maybe tell by my voice in the video, I am sick right now. I've been sick for a few days, and then the week before this, I have been moving all week, which is also why this is all happening. So I'm gonna have a new setup for a few weeks. This is actually a temporary thing, this living space here. We're gonna actually be moving into a new apartment at the end of next month. So there will be another scenery change here. So I am really going to try and get some more videos out, and I'm hopefully going to be doing about 2 videos a week. I'm trying to upload one Tuesday and one Thursday. So please let me know if you like this kind of video. Give this video a thumbs up or leave me a comment. It means a lot to me and it helps me a lot kind of figure out what you guys want to see. So go ahead and do that, or if there's any looks that you guys want to see, celebrity inspired looks, or you know, specific looks like date night looks or something like that, please let me know and I will try and do as many of them as I can. But anyways, that's what's going on with that. Now let's just get into the first impression. I hate long intros, they drive me so crazy, so I'm gonna stop talking and get into the first impression. Alright, so the foundation that I'm going to be trying out today is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Foundation. If you have gone to the drugstore, you'll see this beautiful little display that this little guy has. It has an SPF of 20, so that's good for summertime, but I got the shade 15 Ivory. I got this a couple weeks ago, and I have gotten a little bit tanner since then, so this might be too light for me, but we will see. So I pulled the foundation up on the website to see what Maybelline had to say about it, just to see what claims they have, and if they're going to be true or not, we will see. So it says that it's breakthrough texture fuses with the skin, and it is a finish so impeccable yet undetectable. Medium to full coverage, ideal for normal skin. If you guys don't know, I have combination oily skin, more on the oily side. I like a medium to full coverage foundation for everyday use, so we'll have to see how this covers. I do have a few breakouts as usual, so we'll see how this does. So to apply my foundation, I'm going to be using this flat top Sonia Kashuk Kabuki brush. I actually just got this today. Thanks, Mom. She got this for me today, and I'm really excited to use it. It reminds me a lot of the Sigma F80 flat top brush, which is quite a bit more expensive than this brush. I just know that whenever I watch drugstore tutorials, or when I was younger and I didn't have as much money, I wish that somebody would have told me about more inexpensive brushes or something like that, because I could never afford any brushes like that. But these are really great if you're on a budget. These are from Target, and they're the Sonia Kashuk brushes. They pretty much have every brush that you could want for a really good price. So it says to shake well for this, so I'm going to go ahead and shake it up. And it has, looks like it says dispense to fingertip. I think I'm going to do it on my hand so I can apply with the brush. But it's like a dropper, but it like doesn't squeeze. I don't know. This is really weird. I guess I'm just gonna wipe it on my hand. I'm just gonna use a little bit more than that. So I'm just gonna take my brush and dip it in. Oh, that is not enough. Okay, so I put a little more on my hand because I felt like I needed it. And then I'm just gonna buff this into one side of my face. Yeah, I think it's a little too pinky for me. It's kind of, you can't really tell from the camera, but it's a little pink for me and maybe a little bit too light. Okay, so here's one side done with one layer on it. As far as covering, it actually covered my redness actually very well. It definitely evened out my skin tone. You can see that there's a lot of redness on this side and not so much on this side, so I do like that. It seems to have that kind of powdery finish. I would say so far it's a good light to medium coverage. I'm going to go ahead and try a second layer and see how that looks. Alright, so I have the second layer on my face. It is definitely a buildable coverage. It looks a lot better than it did. It actually concealed pretty much all of my acne spots that I have on my chin. You can kind of see the pigmentation in them, but it's nothing noticeable. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of my face and see how it looks with all of it. So I have now applied 2 layers to both sides of my face, and it has covered very, very well. I'm actually quite surprised. I'm a little concerned about the way that it's sitting on my skin. It is a little bit powdery, almost like it's not like bonded to my skin, like it's just sitting on top. So I'm gonna wait to judge that until after I get the rest of my base makeup done. Actually, as far as the color goes, I am liking it. I think that it matches my neck pretty well, and it might be a little bit too pink for me, but as far as the actual shade goes, it is the perfect color. It's just not the perfect tone, if that makes sense. I'm going to apply a little bit of my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Creamy Natural. The reason I'm going to do this is just because this foundation claims to be for normal skin, and I don't have normal skin, I have oily skin. So for all you oily skin people out there, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this just in the T-zone to see how it holds up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face makeup now. I'm not going to apply any more concealer to my blemishes or anything. I really want to see how this foundation holds up without putting any concealer on. Alright, so I've got the rest of my makeup on, and I actually am really liking the way that it looks right now. It is a very airbrush looking foundation. It has a very semi-matte look. It's kind of hard to explain just because it does dry to a powder, but it's not super flat. I'm interested to see how this powdery type of finish sets into my skin. I feel like it hasn't quite setted yet, so I'll have to check back in and let you guys know how it's holding up. But other than that, I think it looks really good. It is quite a natural looking foundation. It does have a thin consistency, which I like. The only other problem I see is that it might be caking up around the creases of my nose a little bit. Also, the color looks great. It hasn't oxidized to some weird shade. I think it matches pretty well. It is a little pink like I mentioned earlier, but as far as color goes, it's pretty on point. Alright, so I'll check back with you guys in a couple hours. I'm gonna be honest, it's quite late. It's 4:30 right now. What can I say? I'm a mom. I don't know. I just don't go off on my own schedule anymore. So sorry. But I do stay up late, so I'm going to keep this foundation on as long as I possibly can to give you guys the best review that I am able to give. 6 to 8 hours is a really good amount of time to find out if a foundation is really going to work, especially a foundation like this that's probably meant for more daytime wear. So yeah, I'll check back in a little bit and see you guys in a few hours. Alright, well, I am now 8:30. No. It is now 8:30, and okay, so it's been like, what is 8? It's been 4 hours, so my makeup's been on for 4 hours, and it's not looking so great.
That's sad.
No, it's not looking too good. It's kind of coming off around my chin. I've eaten since the last update, and I've been to the park, and I haven't been sweating or anything, and it's still just like rubbing off of my chin and my nose, and even though I have a cold, it still shouldn't be like totally off of my nose. Alright guys, well, it's about 10 o'clock right now. I don't have any like professional lighting, so I'm in my bathroom. This is the best I can do right now. But it's been about 5.5 to 6 hours since I applied my foundation, and I have to say it did better than I thought it was going to do. I don't really have a great time with Maybelline foundations in general. There's only one that I really like, but this one did better than I thought it would. It covered better than I thought it would, but it's not a very long wearing foundation. It came off all around my nose. It came off, you can see all of my little blemishes around my chin. Pretty much nothing is hidden anymore. I'm not super red, but it's not looking too good. This isn't something that I would wear probably most days. I probably wouldn't wear this. The only time I think I'd wear this is on the rare occasion where I have no breakouts and I don't have anywhere to be for a very long time. So all in all, I'm not super impressed with the foundation. It's a great price, and maybe it would work better for somebody that has drier skin types and it would just stay on better. But I don't notice any oiliness or anything, so that's good. but I also am not super impressed with the fact that it was rubbing off all day and all that stuff. So I did eat, I did do all that stuff, and I have blown my nose because I am sick right now, but either way, it just didn't hold up as well as I wanted it to, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, which is totally fine. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, please let me know. Or if there's another type of foundation that you're curious about that you want me to review, leave it down in the comments below. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Reese!
Oh, whoa, we did very well. Hi.
You're goofy.
Oh, watch out for the zombies. Oh no, zombies.